Kolar Gold Mine, that small book. It's wrote by. So wrote in Tamil language. After that, I read some English articles also, and we made a lot of research work, a lot of research work. So then we came to know about historically what happened in KGF Kolar Mine and how it's people found that gold. What is the backstory? How colonial system happened at that time? How people suffered trying to get a gold. So and that story, it is not a getting story. I found I got a lot of research material. So I wanted to try make a story in a fine way, and also people who not only historically happened a lot of things, but and also people have some interesting stories, mythological stories. So that also excited too much to me. So I tried to connect historically and also the mythologically people what they believed, and I created the whole story about that historically and mythologically. So it is came after that like kind of a fantasy movie. So the movie, it's a deal like historical and also mythologically and fantasy also. So it is an interesting thing happened after that. So that is drama. I love drama, but I don't want to give
Get drama with all the actors.
I don't want to make like a more drama. I just follow. What I made my movies. No, it's all under a realistic cinema. Realistic. I'm using it's very little dramas only. But in real life, lot of drama happened in that land. So it is not easy to shoot and easy to write and that shoot. It is too difficult. So I wrote a little bit. So I'm trying to make that things so we can connect with the drama. Yeah.
This is Harshavardhan.
Sorry.
Hi, this is Harshavardhan sir. Real incident based movies ಅಂತ ಬಂದಾಗ ಈ ತಂಗಲಾನ್ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಎಷ್ಟರಷ್ಟು ರಿಯಲ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ
Percentage, the movie, it is deal like magical realism. It is a realism is there, and also some magical also I adding something like that. So the movie, it is not only realistic. So people who thought about the land, so a lot of things happened to that. People who thought like it is happened by nature, and also it's happened by some ghost thing, some mystical things happened by that issues. So I took it. So the magical thing and the realistic thing also I deal it. So 80% magic is there, so realistic is there, and 20% is a magical realism is there.
ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ವಿಕ್ರಮ್ ಸರ್ ಇದೆ. ಪೊನ್ನಿಯಿನ್ ಸೆಲ್ವನ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹ ನಾನು ಇದೇ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೆ. ತಂಗಲಾನ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಪದದ ಅರ್ಥ only Tamilians know what is the meaning of Thangalaan. As a Kannadiga, I don't know.
Even I don't know. Thangalaan is the name of what is your name?
Harshavardhan.
Mr. Harshavardhan. Thangalaan is Vikram.
Okay.
But Harshavardhan it's a king, right? But Thangalaan that's a community.
ಆ ನೇಟಿವಿಟಿಗೆ ತಕ್ಕಂತೆ ಟೈಟಲ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸಲ್ ಟೈಟಲ್ ಬಳಸಬಹುದಾಗಿದೆ.
We were going with the name. It's like what do you say, like RRR or whatever. There's no, it's just the name of a person.
Yes, I know.
But also I did. Yeah. See, even Bahubali is not. It's just a name. It's a character. So it's like that. It's just a name. It's not for the nativity. I think it's
a noun. It's a noun, completely noun. It's a name only. And also we can understand that it's a people leader. So there is no need to change like a name. I think people who really easily connected. I think.
What do you call gold?
Tanga is
Chinna.
Gold.
I can't hear you. So can you give me
Tanga is gold in.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how Thangalaan is.
No, Thangalaan is not because it's gold. We said there's a community which is called Thangalaan. There's a name called Thangalaan.
Okay.
But to the year, it also certain people can hear it as gold. But it's not named because of gold.
Thangalaan is a community.
It's a name.
It's a name.
Of the person
Yes.
that lived road.
Yes.
No, it's a community.
Yeah, there is also a community.
Yeah, community name also the community leader and the
It's a
one
community.
who going to lead a people, no, we call the Thangalaan. So we have a traditional like that.
There in KGF or what?
In a case of near KGF, you know, the district in Velur and Vepur, very close to the Tamil areas, no. So these people, no, they'll they call a people leader. It's a Thangalaan. Thangalaan is a proper noun.
So,
Yeah.
Hi, this is Pramod. Apart from the place, the KGF, how can Kannada people resonate with this movie?
The Kannada people also, they are involved also finding, try to the gold. In a colonial system, and three language of people deal that problem. Not only Tamilians, in Telugu and also Kannada people, that the border, no, that time, no, Warren, the British colonial system happened, that time the Warren, no, Warren is a British officer, he came to, not divide the, he wants to make the borders map, he wants to make the map. So that time, so Mysore Jilla, it's called the Mysore Jilla. Mysore Jilla, it's, they who speak to Mysore Jilla, it's, people speak to Telugu, Tamil and Kannada also. There is no separation.
Bangalore, you will speak all the languages.
So there is no separation. So in Bangalore also, in a lot of people is there. So it is a mixed community lived there. So the people, these people easily connected that.
Vikram sir, what was the reason to choose this script and act in this movie?
Does this intrigue you when you see these visuals? What do you feel? You feel there's something about it, right? Whether you know the story or not, it captivates you. So that's the visually painted in my mind. And for an actor, this is like, one, it can be scary or it can be really exhilarating. For me, it was both. It was exhilarating because I thought, wow, I'm going to do it, I want to do this. It was scary because, can I do it? This was the question. It was something that, I mean, he calls me again 100 times for this. To make 100 parts, I will do it.
Hi sir, Lokesh from News First Kannada. ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ರಂಜಿತ್ ಸರ್ಗೆ. ಸರ್, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಿನಿಮಾಗಳಿನ ಐಡಿಯಾಲಜಿನೇ ಬೇರೆ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನೇ ತಂಗಾಲಾನೆ ಸಾಂಗ್ ಲಿರಿಕಲ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಬ್ಲೂ ಫ್ಲಾಗ್ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ, ಬುದ್ಧ ಕಾಣಿಸುತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಸಿನಿಮಾದ ಕೂಡ ಸಪ್ರೆಸ್ಡ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಈ ಸಿನಿಮಾನ ಅಂತ ಅಷ್ಟು?
Yeah, always wanted to make a story of mine. So people who affected by inequality, people who wants to not tell the story in that. So I just wanted to tell my stories. I just wanted to tell a story about affected by the inequality people. So easily you can connect with the powers of Ambedkar. Ambedkar choose that color Neelam, the blue. So and also Buddha. Buddha is that Ambedkar choose to go that Buddhism also. So I followed powers of Ambedkar. My thoughts, he taught me a lot to me, and so that is why my movies no always deal like I want to show like colors like blue, and also I'm trying to tell stories, the people affected by the inequality. So yeah, this is what my all movies I'm dealing with.
ಸರ್, ಈ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಶೂಟ್ ಆಗೋಕ್ಕೂ ಮೊದಲೇ ನಮ್ಮ KGF ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಜಾಗಗಳಿಗೆ ಭೇಟಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ವಿ, ವಿಸಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿಯ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಯ್ತು ಈ ಸಿನಿಮಾಗೆ. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಈಗ ನೀಲವರ KGF ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಈ ಟನ್ಗಟ್ಟಲೆ KG ಚಿನ್ನವನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೀವಿ ನಾವು ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ. ಬಟ್ ಅದ್ರ ಆಚೆಗೆ ಈಗ ಚಿನ್ನ ಹುಡುಕೋ ಕೆಲಸನ ಈ ಸಿನಿಮಾದ ಮೂಲಕ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರಿ. ಸೊ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಯ್ತು ಈ ಸಿನಿಮಾದ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಪ್ಲೇ ಬರೆಯುವಾಗ ಅಂತ?
I already told that. So Prashant Neil film is totally different. So he trying to story. It's kind of he made some drama and like the story about the KGF Rocky Boy. But I am trying to tell the story. It's a story about Thangalaan people. So Thangalaan people. What is the Thangalaan people happened that time? The colonial system. The problem India have faced the problem. It's a lot about not only the freedom things. It is like people affected by that caste, affected by that separation. So that is the thing. No, I wanted to try to tell that through that cinema.
Can I add? Okay, thanks Raji, that was nicely said. But I want to add that this movie, I mean, it's very different from Prashant's, Yash's KGF, like he said. It's very different. But the thing is, the difference is not in the way, in the genre. It's not just that. In this also, like what Rajit is saying, he's talking about oppression, he's talking about casteism. The movie is not dealing with that. What he's done is, it is actually something else. We are searching for something. He's searching for something. She is trying to do something, to whether like stop our search or whatever. That is the thing. But what he's very cleverly done is he has infused all of these things. The questions that you ask will be, when I see it in Kannada, it is a Kannada song, Malayalam. I think all of us look like this at that time. We were all like this. It's just that now we've changed a little and each state has a different costume or whatever. So anywhere in India, I think people will be able to identify with the story. In everybody's house, in your house, there will be a grandfather or a great-grandfather who's had something done to them during the colonial times, who had some form of maybe joy, maybe sadness, whatever. So everybody will be, I'm sure, able to resonate with something like this. And I was taken up with all that, and then getting into the character, like Ranjit was always there. From the very beginning, it took us about 2 to 3 days before we kind of, got into that groove, wherein he didn't have to tell me, that place, don't do this, don't do that. It was a flow after that. But it was very difficult, like Malavika said. She forgot the scorpions. The funny thing is, he'll be shooting and he'll say, hey, scorpions, and then they just go lift one stone, then no, another stone, one scorpion, one more scorpion, another stone, one scorpion. You won't believe it, 10 minutes, sunlight goes the secret, and 10 minutes they get a snake or they just get a scorpion. It was that way. None of us had slippers, you didn't have clothes, so fight sequences, there was no protection. We used to get hurt, like I've broken my rib during practice. I couldn't walk for almost 3 months, first one leg. I already have a leg problem, so that got affected. This leg was putting so, that again I had a problem, I couldn't walk. I didn't tell him because he panicked. And that is for me. But this gentleman here, he came in with already he had a problem, then it got worse. He had 2 surgeries, then he had 1 more, but he didn't do it because he needed more time to recuperate and we had to finish the film. So he shot with that and he went back, thought, damn good, it's over, and he went and he got operated, he was in bed, and then we get a call that we're changing the climax a little bit to make it more exciting. And we were like, the climax is when we all fight, we all got beaten. Not again, Rajit, no, shall we try? And then what he said makes sense. It was something it was very poetic. So, sorry Mr. Thangalaan. So after that, he came back, and with that, he couldn't even walk. He fought. Where to go, darling? And he started eating Indian food, like he was talking to you in the morning, and he loves all our food. He'd say, I only like fish, but then he says the whole thing. And he's now half Indian. Just a few more days, he'll be talking Tamil, Kannada, Hindi. And that's it, sir.
Every day, ಎಷ್ಟು time ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ makeup?
4 to 5 hours. And to take off 1 hour. And it was before it was 2 hours. Then Parvati had an idea, take basil powder and basil powder and little oil and rub it, and like how Cleopatra used to have a bath. And after that, just go wash it off. But that still took about 1 hour. And there'll be dirt, there'll be ash, there'll be coal dust. It was but putting on the makeup, the scars, tattoos, all of that took time. And for her, it was again tattoos. She had red makeup. She'll tell you about her look a little later. But that's.
ವಿಕ್ರಮ್ ಸರ್, ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲ ರೀತಿ ಪಾತ್ರಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರ, ಹಿಸ್ಟಾರಿಕಲ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಾತ್ರಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಪಾತ್ರ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸಿದಲ್ಲ?
That is why they are there, no? That's why I always say, I feel Pitamagan is a character which Bala, when he thought of, is such a great guy that there's no person who exists like Pitamagan. If actually, do you think, there are different types of people, but somebody like that who's away from society and he becomes something else, he's a character he imagined. Likewise in Aparajit, there is a thing, there are people with that problem, but still how to do it commercially. And then now in Thangalaan, there are people, there have been people, in fact all of them were Thangalans, right? So the director, when he thinks, I think, every time I thought, okay, I've done only historical character, I'll do that also I've done, I don't know what more to do, but then he comes up with Thangalaan. You know, it's like that. You just keep, like how we are pushing boundaries, I think a director and a story writer is always trying to get, across a new boundary.
ರಂಜಿತ್ ಸರ್, ನೀವು ಈ ಸಿನಿಮಾ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾಡಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ KGF ಸಿನಿಮಾ ನೋಡಿ ಆ ಥರದ್ದು ಯಾವುದನ್ನ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೈರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದ? ನೀವು ಆಗಲೇ ಹೇಳಿದಂಗೆ ಬುಕ್ಗಳನ್ನ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಬುಕ್ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದನ್ನು ಬೇರೆ ಕಥೆ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೈರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಅಥವಾ ಕಾಲ್ಪನಿಕನ?
Is KGF movie inspired you, or he's asking which book you?
Like you said, I was most of the offers I was getting also were a certain genre of films, which is lovely. Like I want to continue doing that, but I was hungry to, I wanted to. Some of my favorite actresses I have grown up watching. I have grown up loving. Sridevi, Shobana ma'am, Urvashi, Malayali actress. So Madhuri Dixit. So many of them they've played their filmography is so versatile. They've played so many diverse roles, and at the end of the day, that's the only way to grow, that's the only way to get better, that's the only way to explore yourself as an actor, to reach different kinds of people, do different genres of films. You do just one type of film or one type of role, it gets boring and you also don't explore. So I was at a stage where I wanted to work with good filmmakers and play well-written and really interesting roles directed by a good maker. And it was at that point, like I keep saying, that this film came my way, we crossed paths, and I was like, I want to do this. I did have a thought initially, the first time I got into the get-up, into the makeup, and I looked into the mirror and I was like, who is this, how are people going to react to, people are so used to seeing me a certain way, that thought did cross my mind, but it was a very fleeting moment. And the moment I got on set and I realized the caliber of what this role could be, what the ways in which it's going to challenge me, I never had that thought again. It was just about cracking the character right, being opposite someone like Vikram sir. Like physically, we had a lot of action sequences together, and he's so fierce on screen, so powerful, so all the superlatives basically, he's all of that. To match up to that power in terms of physicality was so hard for me. I'm a very girly girl, I've never done stick fighting in my life, I've never done an action role. To play the stunts, to bring in that power in a believable way, that was one of my biggest challenges. And if I didn't get that right, nobody would have believed that she's able to hit him. It will look fake on screen. So I loved how it was very hard. Yes, I had a lot of meltdowns on set. There were days I was like, I don't know if I'll be able to do this. But here we are today, so close to release, and I hope that I've done a good job. So it's a character that it's a character that I like, the kind I always wanted, that serendipitously just came my way at the right time.
Thank you so much. Okay, ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ, ಕೊನೆಯ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ, ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಕೇಳಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೊನೆಯ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ.
ಈ ಸಿನಿಮಾದ ಕ್ವಾಲಿಟಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಂಟೆಂಟ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಅಪೋಕಲಿಪ್ಸ್ ಫೀಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಅನಿಸ್ತದೆ ಆ ಥರ?
In that period, all of us look like that. Anywhere in the world, even in Africa, we look like that. South America, we look like that.
ಕೇಳಿ ಸರ್.
No, sir, you will have a question, sir. I will not go without you asking me a question.
Yes.
So he's not finished, sir. So that is the thing. It's a commonality with everybody. That time in India, all over India, we're facing that. All of us, we faced untouchability. All of us, the nation has, but that is not the story. That is a vein that goes. You can't shoot a film in that time. Suppose you had shot Thangalaan and it was only the search for something and not touch that, it will not be real. So he's created a scene. It's like I keep saying, like Titanic. what is Titanic about? Is it about the ship? No. It's about the love story. Two beautiful people. They could have been in Bangalore, one could have been in Bangalore, one could have been in another state, correct or not? But where you put that love? It could be in North Pole, it could be in Africa. So like that, he's put it, his story is another story which he's put there. But he has been true to that in the sense that everything that we are talking, what you asked, will all be there. But it won't be, yeah, take it, open your mouth. No. It's there, you know that, yeah, that was happening, oh, yeah, right, that's happening. Like now suppose let me say I come and I shoot something here. I'll have to add your little, maybe I can't be eating like dosa of course I'll get here, right? Like Italy, whatever, that also you're getting, we have the same food. Okay, let me say like Punjab. I'm shooting in Punjab. I can't be sitting in a hotel and eating Italy. Correct or not? You'll suddenly feel odd. So the Italy will be there. But the movie is not about the Italy. It's about those gundas who come to beat up this guy and this guy is trying to protect that girl. And, you understand? So that is the way the movie is. But that's not, I'm making it sound very light. But it's not that. It is a very, when you see it, it will affect you. It will touch you somewhere. But you won't be thinking, oh God, this is happening. Oh my God, they're having pain. Oh my, it's not that. It's an exciting film. It's like a crazy film. Like you just think, like, I don't know, I mean, I'm jumping genres, but let's say Raiders of the Lost Ark. Suppose it was in that time, and the hero, I mean, Harrison Ford is actually Thangalaan. What could happen? That's the story, right? Thank you. I hope I answered your question. We did. Thanks.
ರಂಜಿತ್ ಸರ್, ಈ ವಿಜುವಲ್ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಈ ಸಿನಿಮಾದಲ್ಲಿ CG ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಒಂದು, ಎರಡನೇದು ತುಂಬ ಟ್ರೈಬ್ಗಳು ಕಾಣ್ತಾರೆ, ಒಂದು 3-4 ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಟ್ರೈಬ್ಗಳು ಇದ್ದಾಗಿದೆ ಹೊಡೆದಾಟ ಫೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಸೀನಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ನಿಜವಾದ ಟ್ರೈಬ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಲ್ಪನೆಯ ಟ್ರೈಬ್ ಇವರ ಅಥವಾ ಆ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ KGF ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಂಥ ಟ್ರೈಬ್ಗಳ ಅಂತ?
No, it's not. Imaginary is there, but real people. It's story about the real people only. These people lived that time in KGF, so wanted to try. I wanted to tell about the real people.
And sorry, just to add to that also, Thangalaan is from the colonial times. I think you're asking because the other shot where I'm walking in all red and all that, right? And the others, there are different generations which goes back to 2000 years back, when we really don't have an idea what it was. You get it? So it's not, you may think, oh, those people, it's a different time altogether. So there are, I go through about like 10 generations in the film. You understand? So there's that difference. CG?
Yeah, CG is there. Yeah.
CG is there, but yeah.
Yeah, 10%. I think it's a very realistic movie. We're trying to add some exciting thing, and also people who thought like imaginary things, a lot of things, and people we believed a lot of mythological story. Mythologically, it is not like it's a realistic, right? It is kind of a creative process, and also they had a lot of stories about an ancestor way. So that story wanted to tell. No, that story it's a lot of depend on CG. So 20-25% it will be, it is there in CG, I think.
He felt that has to be added because after reading the book, when he went to those places, they had these stories.
Yeah. Vikram sir, namaste sir. Here, Ravi here from Kannada Picture. And namaste, Madhukama. Doing commercial films and doing based on true event films, what is the exact difference between that layer? And you people are keep on running the based on true event stories, especially Vikram sir. Why exactly why?
I didn't understand the second part of the question.
Doing commercial films and doing based on true event films, there is a strong layer is there.
So I do more raw films, you're saying?
Yes, exactly. What is the main core point of you people are doing that?
As an actor, I always felt I was doing, even now I do commercial cinema and I do very realistic and raw cinema. But I always will think, why not make both the films come together, you know? Why not make a realistic commercial cinema, or like really mainstream cinema which is so real? And I think the answer is here. When you see the film, you'll understand. It is so raw, but it will be so commercial. What is commercial? I mean, anyway, Kantara is commercial. It is commercial, but it is a raw film, right? But why is it commercial? Because it reached everybody. It's a wider range. So that becomes commercial. It's not about what genre the film is. It is how impactful or how much you reach. See, now KGF is a commercial film, but Kantara didn't start like a commercial. But the reach was so great because you actually touched everybody. Everybody wants to see it. Then it becomes commercial. So like that, you could do anything. This movie we're trying to evoke, we're trying to create a situation where people will want to see this, which should make it commercial.
Hi Malik. Welcome back to Bangalore. We have seen you in 2016, Nanu Mattu Varalakshmi. We have seen you most of in glamour roles and neck girl and store roles. Now you are doing a deep glam tough role. So how challenging for you to accept this role and to